This should be interesting. One moment. Watch this.
Ugh! What is this? Someone threw a dung bomb. Let's get out of here.
That wasn't quite the reaction I wanted. Oh well.
Right. What did you hope would happen?
I suppose I hoped it would lighten the mood. Ravenclaws can be a bit on edge the first day of class. I'm Everett, by the way. You seem downright calm next to some of these characters, and you survived a rather harrowing trip here.
I'm glad to be here. Ready for classes to start.
Good. Glad to hear it. Truly, there's no reason to be nervous. Most professors are firm but fair. I mean, not all of the tricks I play are as simple as a tossed dung bomb, and I'm still here.
Wait, did you say most professors are fun but fair?
Ha! I did. But probably best I let you judge for yourself. I do tend to push their limits. I should wander off before someone traces that dung bomb back to me. Nice meeting you.
You too, Everett.
Must be different. Starting
All right. Deep breath. Why, hello. Would you like to take a look? Can't see too much in the day. Well, except for stars like Sirius, Canopus, Vega, and Arcturus. I'm Amit. Pleasure to have you in Ravenclaw. Never met someone who's been so close to a dragon before.
Can't say I'd recommend it, frankly. It's nice to meet you, Amit. I take it you like astronomy.
Oh, yes. So much to be learned from the stars. Also, there's something about the open air and night sky above the tower. It's invigorating. You will adore astronomy. Professor Shaw is incredibly knowledgeable.
I hope astronomy's on my schedule. Sounds interesting.
I have good news for you. You are most definitely taking astronomy. It is required for all fifth years. You will be enthralled with the tower. Plus, a quality telescope can show you things you never dreamed of.
I suppose I'll see you in class then.
Yes. Oh, and speaking of class, better get to my first one of the year. Nothing like the smell of fresh parchment, is there? Be seeing you!
That's not right either.
I want him to be in the perfect place. A place he'll be happy with. But I can't seem to find it. Great golden gobstones! I want him to thrive here.
Golden gobstones.
My own little expression. I bought this Dittany seedling from home and I so want him to feel cozy. Dittany is amazing, isn't it? So much healing power in such a little plant. I've a bit of a thing for plants, as you can see. Pleased to meet you. I'm Samantha.
Nice to meet you, Samantha. Is Dittany used in Wiggenweld potion?
It is. Looks like someone's been studying up on their potion making.
Actually, Professor Fig told me about the Wiggenweld potion.
Of course. I heard you were studying with him before term. He's an enigma, Fig. Teaches about theory, yet seems to know a lot about practical magic.
Professor Fig does know a great deal about, different forms of magic.
Well, I hope he told you about more than Wiggenweld. You've lots to catch up on, I'm sure.
Is it common practice for students to grow their own ingredients?
Oh, yes. In fact, our herbology teacher, Professor Garlick, encourages it. And I don't think Professor Sharp, our potions master, cares where you get your ingredients as long as your brews are all perfect.
An affinity for herbology is more typical of a Hufflepuff than a Ravenclaw, isn't it?
Ordinarily, perhaps, but it runs in my family. We've a full plot of these little fellows back home. I suppose you could say herbology is in my roots.
It was nice to meet you, Samantha. Good luck with your Dittany.
Thank you. And good luck to you too on your first day.
Hey there. Blue Ravenclaw. Professor Weasley is looking for you just outside. You had best not keep her waiting. Wonder where they're from. Can't imagine starting a new school this late.
If you lean forward on your broom just right, you can get an incredible burst of speed.
I think it's for the best that Kagawa takes.
Revelio.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Why don't you cast Revelio on this bust and see what details the field guide can provide?
Revelio!
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle. No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
Revelio!
good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall. And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard and a talented teacher.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of.
Guys.
And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Ito ba yung lagi mong ginagawa pag wala kang kausap? Kumain ka na? Anong ulam niya?
Hey.
Eh malay mo diba? Padalan mo ko. Pa-LBC mo.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Grabe ka naman. Ba't nandito ka? Ala, di ako naniniwala. School ka pa lang eh. Oo, mukha ka na ano eh, mga 18, 19. 18? Ba't tumatawa ka? Ba't tumawa?
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Drop mo na lang yung FB mo dito. Isa-shoutout kita. IG? Yung IG mo na.
Go. Let's go.
Akio.
Ilagin mo muna.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Hello? 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 Buhay ka pa ba dyan?
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
5 seconds lang. Sayang yun, no?
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Accio, think of this like, that's it! Don't lose your composure!
Kaya ko na yung project.
Excellent! Stay focused! Very good! Not to worry. Very good! Points to Ravenclaw. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Guys, nahiya daw
Yes,
tayo,
sir.
guys. Check na lang yung IG, guys. Ako na wala ka rin picture sa IG.
Tara, labas ka dyan kay Pat.
Watch this.
Wait lang, wait.
Accio. Happens to the best of us.
Let us see this.
Guys, ano na?
Ano, game na ba?
Ayun na, tapos na.
There we go.
2.5 na yun, ang iningin. Sa'yo, boss, no?
Ano to? Trio lang. Kaya pa ito.
Splendid!
Here we go.
Naglalaro na ba? Alam, binigyan din ako. Wala din. Kasi nahiya.
Accio.
Ah, you almost had it.
Ikaw na, pre. Yung mag-ube.
Fresh.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Pre. Kumpay ko kayo. Sana natin.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Watch this.
Ito nga meron ko yung natamas.
Yes!
Accio.
That's it.
Let us see this.
Tara, diamond. Kay Pan. Oh. Tara.
That is how it's done. Nicely done. Here we go.
Nang araw ng kalaro. Ha? Huwag na. Okay na yun. Oh. Ayaw mo ba?
Excellent control there.
Last game mo ba kay Pan? Uy, only games. Tara. Ano? Kay Pan.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Babalik ko lang yung tuto ko. Hindi na ako makasabay. Tang ina.
Makakasabay ako, guys.
Kailangan natin maglaro
Meron
sa
ako kayo.
game.
Gamitin ko kay Bambi.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Sige, sige.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Kailangan i-adjust mo yung crosser.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Wait lang, brother ko.
Uy! Pinagalitan ako ng tutor ko eh. Panay daw.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Ouagadougou uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Is Ouagadougou a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Pag nandun sa area, kita mo na agad lahat ng sides. So mag-ayaw, pre.
Is Ouagadougou much bigger than Hogwarts?
Ouagadougou School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Ouagadougou, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course. You can use Accio on humans. If
A word, if you would.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Yung kay James, friend. Ready ko na bibili ko.
Go, tanga. Kinabahan na po. Ayan. Ang lakas-lakas natin sa Smurf, pre. Ganyan natin, pre. Wala na ba nag-open na ito? Baka mamaya.
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere. Quite unsafe, really.
Ikaw aking mahal. Buset ka, nagulat ako, pre.
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
One. There's ata, pre.
Hello. How was your first day coming along?
Revelio.
Professor and Nigel. And then the werewolves joined the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752.
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling lies.
I'm not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Ooh, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flack?
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't give Peeves a smack. She says it's a boot and he says it's a flack.
Peeves, enough. You'll get us...
Revelio.
Ay!
Claro, brother.
Ha?
Tara, brother. Let's go. Lalaro si ano.
Let's go. Yan na ibang
Revelio.
Kaya ko na din.
Naglalaro si Savi, oh. May ka-trio.
Ay,
Diba mas
ay,
weird
ay,
na?
three
Kanya yun,
subs daw.
diba?
Hindi, minsan daw, di na siya sa mga gawa.
Yes. Reward ka. Level tayo mamaya. Actually, yan natin.
122. Reyna low.
Revelio.
Ito na yun. Wala.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Stupefy!
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hackett!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso.
Hey, the bragging.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dump deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, Levioso. Good. Now, the basic cast. Well done. Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
This should be easy. You're good. Levioso now perspective. Right? Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a good runner.
I do enjoy a lively duel.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Ravenclaw.
Thank you, Professor Hackett. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough spectacle. Class is dismissed.
Ala, ayoko niyan. Ayoko niyan, Phantom.
Ang pangit naman skin mo, champion. Hindi ka naman top rank. Eh, sorry.
Ay, konti na lang yun, pre. Dalawa lang.
Ay.
Nabalaw na pala nun.
Peace lang, guys.
Protego!
Wait lang, pre.
Nice work.
Planting na si Omen, pre.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
Ano, pre? Paris ka sa akin. Phantom God na ako.
Phantom
Ito sa ano?
O, kiss mo muna ako.
Ha?
Kiss mo muna ako.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Sige, open. Ay,
Mali yung plan ko. Oo. Dapat plan for heaven.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance, if you're interested. Till next time.
Revelio.
Huh. Always thought Leviosa was for first years. Not anymore.
What are you up to now?
Sinabi may SS siya, pre.
Pushing na dito, ah.
Plan for heaven mo.
May skill.
Sa heaven mo. Ben, dalawa. Heaven.
Whip!
Nice try.
Low, 104.
Gusto ko yung nagka-clutch, pre.
Okay. Elbow. Main. Main left side.
Well played.
T. Nasa ka?
Oo.
Balik ka
Bakit?
dito. Naka-sheriff ka ba?
Oo.
Yun tayo.
Revelio.
Hirap yan.
Oh, not again! Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim, did you fancy a mole? As long as 'twere only 1 time per week, I can plunge the boys' lavatory, not for the leak. Side of a jar.
Wala, bakit? Bakit ng bulldog?
Ba't kasi nag-bulldog?
Revelio.
Hindi ako
Okay, babandal na nga ako, pre. May perfect tayo, pre.
Gusto mo
Wala, pre. Nag-try na kami dun.
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Nice.
Offense.
Revelio.
Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I seem to have a knack for dueling.
Then you've come to the right place.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you could duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make you regret signing up.
There goes my wager.
Leviosa!
Cinder!
Leviosa! Accio!
That's all you've got?
Leviosa!
Act like a winner!
Accio!
Try win now.
Leviosa! Accio!
Come on,
Lumos! Glad I didn't bet on that round.
May 3, may 3, may 3.
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organise these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first crossed wands victory. Well fought.
Hindi pala.
Hope to see you back here again.
Ay.
Heaven.
Tini, gulaw-gulaw, Tini. Oo,
Dami. Oh, dito tayo. Hala.
Nagmerienda ka na ba, Ti?
Di pa nga, pre.
Merienda ka na, pre. Kumain na ako.
A.
Ay.
Maganda ba?
Request ka, brad.
Three. Ay, outside pa.
There.
Ano
Why you
tama,
guys
no?
know that to me,
May
guys?
trap.
What do you think to me? Thinking of you? No, I'm just thinking
Ay,
one
ay,
person.
Ano yun?
So mag-share Marshall, pre. Kaso baka malugi ako, pre. What do you
Wala
think?
ka lang. Go.
Okay. Atras may... First step ko na lang ulit.
Protego!
Daya ino na kasi nag-on sa akin sa daya ino, pre.
Hindi ako kasama. Ate kayo mag-A. O, diba?
Revelio.
Very low arbor. 85. Brain. Oh. You guys slow.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are.
Oh. I don't pick. Why you picking? I'm gonna report you, bro.
I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streamer. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
I'm not sure I have time for extra assignments, Professor.
You shall find the time. You'd be astonished to know just how much you don't know.
Nice, right?
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asks that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I want to try Phantom, but...
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
70.
Revelio. Protego.
Hello, Wolbang.
Saving lang. Exuberant yata.
Ala!
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Alis dyan, guys. Ayun na, si Gedli.
Nasa likod ko yung jet.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
Flashing backside.
Revelio! This is the right area. Wonder where the flying page is.
I don't think we don't push, man. May pambaya.
Garahe.
Akin na to. Bago.
Accio! Got it. Revelio.
Alam ba, 36 pa to eh.
Si ata ulit. Bibi.
A flying page must be around here somewhere. Accio! Brilliant.
Likod mo.
KJ, at your back, bro. At your back.
I trust the preliminary...
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
Flashing backside.
Reparo.
Ali.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out. Nicely done. Works like a charm, doesn't it?
Gamitin ko yung halimaw, pre.
What, bro?
Yung halimaw.
Yung halimaw na diamond din.
Bakit ayaw mo niyan?
Ayoko to, pre.
Sige lang, pre.
Ayaw to na, pre. Ayaw to na.
Wala na RR yan.
Wala na, 0 RR na to, pre.
Huh? I spent all night working on this.
This cannot
Revelio.
possibly be as difficult as it seems.
Sa wall.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora.
In my
Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. but I'm not sure what to do next.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have. Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that
In the library, at least you can be assured. Pasmado kamay ko, kaya...
Ano?
Revelio.
Masaan na yung mouse, pre?
Minumhal, pre. Ba't yan, pre, ha?
Pasmado ka?
Hindi, ngayon lang. Ewan ko ba't pasmado ako. Ngayon.
Nakakapanaksap na yun, pre. Parang...
Marks this year.
Kabog.
Looks like you'll find a housemate.
Ano yan? Gamitin natin yun.
Ayun! Ayun o! Atay!
Atay ang putang na.
Tangina. Skill, brother.
Revelio.
She put a bow trap on my bed.
Hindi pala akit to.
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Yata.
Hello, Sebastian.
Ascendant tsaka ano yun, eh.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Nice!
Well, I shall endeavour to be the very best of guides then. Hogsmeade's a charming little place, self-contained too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we?
MWDLT.
Hindi sumugod.
Ala, nag-dash in!
Ba't hindi sumugod?
Ba't hindi sumugod, brother?
17 na yung
susugod.
Hindi sumugod. Bakit hindi sumugod?
Flash. Flash.
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
Wait lang.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever
Revelio.
bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you.
And flash, bro. Call nyo lang. Flash ko.
Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded. Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case.
Feel ko yung Reyna nasa A.
Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment.
Revelio.
This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion.
Winnable. Still winnable. Careful lang. Ayun, may vents. Mid. Dalawang mid.
Ang gamit mo, pre.
Oh, go, go.
Merlin's
Meron
beard
ano,
from the
rafters
Forbidden
na.
Forest. Look!
What's going on?
See for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
Revelio.
Rento, guys. Rento.
Alpha Sage.
Ay, sorry.
Pag-usap.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students.
Oh, hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities.
North.
Ah! You can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead.
Talaga dito. Ewan ko.
Virgil.
Brother, tulungan mo ako, brother.
Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little? It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface. Loads to see, places to discover.
Oh? Any you'd like to share with the class?
Perhaps one day. I can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I? You still haven't told me how you became so good at dueling. I've always thought Thestrals pulling a carriage a bit grim. Though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
55.
Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful.
Ano? Nabawasan mo, Claude?
Revelio!
Nabawasan mo yun, yung omen? 55. Backside.
Mr. Moon! He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear.
Tinuloy ko talaga yung TP.
Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Demi guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
Huh? A demi-guise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state. Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Revelio. Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She is, or rather, she was. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back at Hogwarts. Honestly, if one could bottle the magic of this place. I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it like moths to a flame. So how would you like to do this? Weasley told me you had a list of things to get, a wand and some other bits.
Yes, Dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
Perfect. Can't wait to see what you do with the new wand. And a short list gives you plenty of time to poke around the village. I just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're finished. Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
Sabi ka lang ba gusto mo ng Diamond Ascendant? I play.
Follow mo talaga. Kapag nag-ano ko, kaya ko yung...
I-agro-pick natin ulit kasi mataas ego natin.
Ngayon, laruin natin ngayon.
Talaga.
Ba't hindi? Flash ko. Flash ko yan.
Wag.
First time ko nakahanap eh.
Magano ako, sumakla ako sa mukha.
It might seem like harmless fun, but not when you've just had your hair done like a lion's head.
An inquiring mind.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts Professor Weasley ordered.
Ooh, multiple gunshots.
Matilda, student. I thought I might be seeing you soon. I am the proprietor here, Thomas Brown. I take it you've had a conjuring lesson then?
I'm afraid I haven't yet, sir.
Ah, but you will soon enough. It is magic at its purest, creating something out of nothing. Of course, it is not without complexity, but that is where my spellcrafts come in. Stay the course, and you could soon impress even Professor Weasley.
That's certainly something to aspire to, Mr. Brown. I look forward to that day.
And I, too, see in it. Spellcrafts are incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like custom pieces of furniture or decoration. But I shall let Professor Weasley do the teaching. For now, let's get the spellcrafts you need. A potting table and a potion station. Yes?
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nothing like being able to grow your own ingredients and brew what you want when you want. Let's have a look. Let's look at what we have, shall we?
Wala.
Two canteen, one general. One canteen, one general. See?
Naabangan ko eh.
Ano ginagawa mo, T?
Inaabangan ko. Ayaw na mo ba?
If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
Ang ina mo pala, account ko to eh.
Oh, patingin nga, patingin.
Oh!
Pasan? Ay, ba't ganun kulay, T? Ba't ganun kulay?
Kabala.
Pati ka na makasalita ngayon. Pati ka na kulay, oh.
Oh.
Oh, ano yan? Anong barit yan, no?
RGX Spectre!
Ayoko yan.
Flash mo.
Flashing.
Oh my God, Curly.
Ala, nauntog ako, pre.
Dito, pre. Oy, inusog. Bobo naman niya ito niya, ano? Patakbo nga ako paalis, eh.
Trapis. Hindi ko ba na natamaan yung Reyna? Fucking shit.
Repairer.
Ayoko na lagi kasi. Ay, don't have no sheriff.
Ay, nainis ako sa bobo.
I'll be right with. Ah, it's you.
Inarangan niya ako na.
Just a moment, please.
Kaya ka na, ano kanina, pre?
Hello, sir. I'm looking
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time?
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try. Well, go ahead, swish. How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it. Oh dear. Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Perhaps. Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try. Oh, goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing. Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are. Yes. I think you might be the one. Here. Take it.
Naparinig ako para dito sila.
How intriguing.
Alak.
Curious indeed.
Bakit ano?
How intriguing.
Nice lang.
Thank you. Pa-sheriff ako.
Curious indeed.
Mas ka-sheriff.
Umilalim yung rain.
How intriguing.
Ano ba rin? Nagulat ako.
Curious indeed.
Naglalurk yung sofa eh. Sabi sa'yo eh.
Nakaabang sa sewers.
How intriguing.
Wala ka pre. May naka-shotgun lagi dyan pre. Landing.
Nice trade.
Curious indeed.
Ala, nag-rip pa ako pre.
Sige, floating na yun dyan.
Si Virgil.
Wala na pre, kita niya.
How intriguing.
Random lang ako nakakapatay pre.
Galing ko muna yung ano. Crouch. Hindi ako mag-crouch.
Hindi pre, kailangan mo rin yan pre.
A dragon heartstring wand is most powerful and learns quickly.
Opi.
What do you think? Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
I would imagine so. A wand with a dragon heartstring core is capable of dazzling magic. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
Sige. Wait lang.
Revelio.
Walang yan pre. Duelos tayo nag-iin eh.
Aray.
Okay, again.
Huwag ako ng dalawa.
Tayo na nanalo pre.
Nag-flash kasi dito. Teka lang pre. Shit. Butay ko.
Revelio.
Landed dyan.
Wala, nasa harap.
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
Hala.
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 Pinasubok ng dagger.
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, thank goodness. When I heard the bell, I thought you were Miss Lawang. Not that she deigns to come here. Though I don't believe I've seen your face here before, either.
It's my first time in Hogsmeade, actually.
Is it really? Well, Parry Pippin at your service. And this is J. Pippin's Potions. Potions for all ailments. You'll have read it on the sign, of course, but Grandfather always made me say it in full. How may I help you today?
Professor Weasley sent me to collect some recipes. I'm new at Hogwarts.
You're the student she sent the owl about. I set your things aside immediately. I suspected if you're anything like I was at your age, you'd want your potion supplies. Is it not the most fascinating art, potion making? Rivals anything you can do with a wand, I've always said.
Are potions really that versatile?
They may not be as showy as spellwork, but make no mistake, they are just as powerful. They can heal, destroy, protect. You'll discover all of this soon enough. As it's your first time in, I should mention that it's not just potion recipes I sell. I also offer ready-made drafts for all manner of uses, and I unveil new ones from time to time. Pop in when you can so you don't miss out on anything. But for now, let's get you those recipes, shall we? What can I do for you today? Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory, or come back another time if you're in a rush today.
Revelio.
Well, hello there.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the seeds Professor Weasley arranged for me to collect.
Oh, the dittany for the new 5th year. I take it that's you, then. Merlin's beard. Starting Hogwarts as a 5th year. You must be positively reeling from it all.
Not at all. I'm choosing to see it all as one big adventure.
Well, bravo. Not everyone has the temperament to take things as they come. Name's Timothy Teasdale, by the way, and this is my shop, the Magic Neep. I keep the cart out here because I like a good chat. Can't very well be in the thick of things if I'm hidden away inside now, can I?
I suppose not.
In addition to seeds, I have plenty of plants. Grow everything myself. My speciality is potion ingredients. Even Pippin purchases from me. But what say we get you a packet of dittany seeds?
Let me guess. You're after something fresh.
Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
Well, that's everything. Better go and find Sebastian.
Papalapit. Bubulok na mga skin nyo. Dapat matlock lang ang masaya. Tingnan mo yung ano pre, yung bridge. Tatlo lang yung ano niya. Dead. Tapos baka yung brim. Ay, brim.
Hindi, lagi siya nasa likod na.
Kapag ako yan pre, nasa ano.
Revelio.
Patay ako ng patay. Ako, perfect attendance ako.
Ayoko na mag-send. Hindi na ako namamatay pre.
Pre, ganyan dapat tumakbo pre. Atras. Stairs.
I officially have all of my supplies.
Excellent.
Did you get what you needed for your sister?
I did. So I suppose the world is our oyster now. Let's see what else we can get up to.
Are we weakening him at all? Keep at it! We'll wear him down eventually. Levioso. Protego. Stupefy. Confringo. What was that? A taste of his own medicine. Nicely done, Levioso. He's faltering. Maybe a few more hits should do the job.
Goodness! A second troll! Did you two take on a fully grown troll? By yourselves?
I suppose so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Merlin's beard. Are you all right?
We are, and we were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that. The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they were.
Of course, officer.
Singer. Officer Singer. And thank you, again.
Bakit? Bakit kay Bridge ko sa akin? Bakit ka na, pre?
Reparo. I'm going to see what she wants. Revelio. Revelio. Reparo. One less thing for Officer Singer to worry about. Reparo. Lucky they didn't do more damage. Revelio.
Mr. Hill was just singing your praises.
Basta magto-throw daw yung Sage, tsaka yung Bridge. Mag-throw sila. Tama ako.
Revelio.
Magto-throw sila pumapatay.
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself, Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire. I should like to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls, and not to mention your help restoring Hogsmeade to its rightful state.
I was happy to help.
Frankly, you deserve an Order of Merlin. But I can offer you something much more useful. I own Gladrag's wizardware, and among my inventory are some unique items that afford certain protections, as it were. Life-saving protections. And as I suspect this won't be your last dangerous encounter, I'd like to give you one such set of robes, in thanks for what you did today.
Thank you, Mr. Hill. That's very generous of you.
It's the least I can do. Now, let's try this on for size, shall we? Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
Nag-reload yung ano? Lightning. Okay, banda na tayo, pre.
Patay tayo dyan. Patay tayo dyan.
Save sila, pre. Save muna tayo.
I'd say we've earned a butterbeer or two, wouldn't you? Might help me forget that I was almost pulverized by a troll.
I'd say that I agree with you.
Perfect. The 3 broomsticks is just this way.
I sell even more battle-worthy items. Revelio, should you be inclined. You're most welcome to peruse at your leisure.
Assuming it isn't utter bedlam in there, you might even meet Sirona, the owner. She's a good one to know.
Okay, pre, takbo na. Di naman nila namin, pre. Parang itlog, pre, oh.
Oh!
Tala ka!
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who's this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
Let's go.
Did they see us?
I don't think so.
What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood?
Ranrock is working with Rookwood.
The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Quickly, let's get inside the 3 broomsticks.
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Sirona.
You be well.
May arcade pa.
Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me. Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one. Single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that right? Well done.
Thanks for this.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before. Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with are... How timely.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Sirona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the 2 of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, my friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day. Come, Theophilus. The 3 broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere. Can't drink butterbeer forever.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Trolls? Ranrock and Rookwood? What are you not telling me?
I promised to tell you everything, but it's perhaps best I do that later.
And on that note, I think we should head back to the castle. Revelio.
Joseph, ayaw mo sumali, Joseph?
Yo. Kuya Claude.
Ay.
Winster ka.
Try ka? Oo. Good yan.
I'm certainly glad Sirona was there. Told you she was one of the good ones.
I can see that. She didn't seem at all intimidated by Rookwood and Harlow.
I think you'll need to tell me why Victor Rookwood has you in his sights. But we can talk later. For the moment, we should return to the castle. Professor Weasley's certain to hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't already. Don't want to risk another detention for getting back after hours.
Ano lang yan? Kailangan mo lang talaga akali mabuti. Pag gano'n lang ginagawa ko dati.
Sino yung pupunta ng UP Fair dito?
Oo.
Ewan ko lang.
Sino? Kaya Kuya Claude.
Galit pa rin siya.
Hindi.
Sayang. Lapit. Tagasan ka ba, Kuya Claude?
Tantang Sora lang.
Ang lapit yun, no? Saan sa Tandang Sora? Gloria 1? Alam mo yung Gloria 1?
Alam ko ito.
Alam mo yan?
Iyan ako ko.
Malapit daw sa Gloria 1. Then,
Isa namin dito, taga Gloria pa kayo.